That sumbitch is tough as woodpecker lips.
The Southern Saturday Podcast.
Oh, well, come on, son. You couldn't whoop a pitcher of meat.
It's like giving your ears a big glass of sweet tea.
Come on, boy. Shit.
Drink up and enjoy.
What's up, guys and gals and friends and pals? Welcome to the Southern Saturday Podcast. And Merry Christmas.
You ain't getting shit.
Or in the case of Courtnee Stagner, Merry Titmas. Welcome back. The real star of the show
is here. I'm back.
She's hard to get here. She traveled from 2 rooms away.
I'm highly requested and needed.
Yeah.
In society.
Yeah. This isn't society, though. This is where the degenerates live.
Maybe you.
Yeah. Tell you ain't getting shit.
Shit.
Yeah, in the words of my grandpa, you ain't getting chit.
Yeah, now Jackson thinks that's cute.
Yeah. Anybody else's 6-year-old loves saying chit?
Oh, chit. He said,
Daddy,
I said chit.
I didn't say the bad word. I said chit.
Yeah, my dad always said, you meant the other, like I'd say like.
So where's your heart?
Gosh dang. And he'd
Where's your
say,
heart?
you just might as well say it. I know what you want to say.
Mother fudger. Exactly. But is it really, though? It's not the same.
No, it's not.
The kid said, oh, fiddlesticks. That's not the same as saying, motherfucker.
Mother licking toaster strudel.
Mother licking toaster strudel. Christian expletives.
Yep.
Well, Christmas is
week.
almost here.
I've had a rough week, guys.
Why?
Why? You live in this...
Because you look like a busted fire hydrant?
What?
Coming out of both ends?
Listen, no. Okay, let's start off. My dog died.
Oh, yeah. Allie's gone.
You forget that quick? It's been a week.
I didn't forget.
My puppy died in my arms. She was 14. I've had her since I was 19 years
But
old.
we got a new one coming.
Listen, I'm telling my story.
Okay, go ahead. You're right.
My sweet little Allie that we always used to make fun of and never thought would die. Well, she finally died. I'm brokenhearted still. And so is Bo, our other dog, who is nudging at the door right now.
I was about to say, speak of the devil.
We buried her, and I've got her a little tombstone coming.
Move that a little closer.
God rest her soul. And, yeah. And then, to make things even worse, on top of my grief, I ended up with some kind of stomach bug from the pits of hell.
You sound like a baby pterodactyl. That's what you sound like.
Like, that's what I was retching so hard that my throat started to bleed.
And I was in bed. Just keep it down.
I
God.
swear. I'm telling you.
Somebody's got to rest here.
Yeah.
She was just...
I'm sitting there cleaning up my own towels, clothes, vomit, cleaning the toilet, cleaning myself up, and Justin would just come to the door and be like, do I need to take you to the ER? And I'd be like, no. And then I'd just be cleaning, like, because I couldn't make it to the toilet. I'd have the trash can, and I'd have to carry the bag all by myself, all the stuff. I was cleaning up after myself, and he was just moral support, I guess. I couldn't ask Justin to do it because he would be sicker than me. So I had to do everything. Because
yeah, I mean,
hearing
what did you want me to do?
Take my vomit bag to the trash can.
No.
That's what you should have done.
No.
Put a rag, hold my hair.
Hold your hair?
Yeah.
No.
I was having to hold my own hair.
Yeah.
Anyways, I ended up being sick. And I wouldn't even consider myself fully recovered because now I have, like, anything I look at now, I'm like, how's that going to taste coming up? Because I will never eat my meal prep again. I promise you that.
Eventually, she's going to be like that girl on Ricky Lake that was running from the olives.
Ah!
Wasn't that Ricky Lake?
Yes.
She was running from the olives.
I think it was. It was either that or Maury.
Or something.
Maury. It was Maury.
The guy, he brings out a jar of olives and she takes off running.
Oh my gosh.
That's you with meal prep now. That's me with exercise.
No.
Get that dumbbell away from me.
No, I mean, that you would think that's how I felt about every single day this week I tried to make it to my workout, and I didn't make it until Friday. And I was so tired doing that.
Buddy the Elf trained you.
Yes. I missed the Grinch.
Y'all have seen Dinana. We've had
Dinana.
We've had Dinana on the pod 2 or 3 times. That's Courtney's personal trainer. Not really. It's fitness instructor or whatever it is. But she dressed up like the Grinch one day and then Buddy the Elf the next day.
And Buddy.
And y'all should go watch the video because it's hilarious.
She goes
it should
into
be
straight.
It should be way more viral than it is because it's funny.
It is. It's very funny.
She's doing the whole scene where he's in the mailroom.
She gives it 100.
Yeah. This bitch 10%. Ain't got no ACLs, and she's just pretending like she's got 2 fully functioning ones.
She burned more calories than all of us. I can promise you that, doing that.
I bet she was hot.
She was. And then her wig left an indentation on her forehead, and...
She got quite a forehead.
Leave her alone.
We love Deanna.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my week. Yep, that's my week. My dog died, and I ended up losing 8 pounds, not in a fun way.
Mine's been bad, too. I had to listen to her throw up first, and
Give me something hard to throw at you.
That was hard. That was bad. Not anybody should have to go through that. Having to hear, earplugs didn't help.
Give me this.
And then, like she said, I had to dig a grave at 4 a.m. That wasn't easy. Nobody wants to do that. The week just keeps getting piled on. I went hunting and it was cold. So I think we've had pretty much the same week. Mine maybe
if he goes missing,
maybe a little worse than hers, but
I did it and it was deserved.
Women think that everything's harder. You know what I mean? So, fellas, you know the real struggle.
I know you're joking, but it still sends fire through me.
That's the best.
Like last night, you were folding the clothes, and you're like, I was like, all right, I'm going to go take a bath now. And you're like, I figured you wasn't going to help lazy. And I'm like,
That's one of the greatest things about Courtney is she knows I'm doing a bit 90% of the day, and it still gets under her a little bit. And I'll say things, and just when I say them, I'll wait to see her come back around the corner because I know she's coming. Like she'll be walking.
Ice pick just to stab him right.
Like she'll say, like I think I'm gonna go work out. And I'll be like, it's about time, fat. And she'll I never say that, but something like that. About time, you lazy piece of shit. And you'll see her peek back behind the thing, like
that really just come out of your mouth. Like, oh my God.
But she knows I'm kidding, and she still can't help it. It's still good to her.
It really does. I love to argue. That's why I would have made a great lawyer. Because I will argue anybody.
Nobody wants a lawyer that wants to argue and lose.
I never lose.
Oh.
I just twist the truth to where it's on my side. That's what lawyers do.
Yeah, you have to have a judge agree to that.
Jury.
Yeah,
and
judge can
the
overturn that if
world
they
is
want to.
full
of stupid people.
Thank you.
Full of them, son.
Full. And all of them are on Airport Boulevard right now, Christmas shopping.
Me and you talked about this. I wonder if Jackson thinks, like, as far as his classmates and everything goes, like, this is how childhoods are.
Yeah.
Because, like, I lived in a trailer with holes in it.
And
Jackson's been to Montana 3 times, Disney World 3 times.
And I'm the same way.
He goes to Braves games all the time.
We went to private school and would come home and maybe our power would be off. And
I could sit on the toilet, take a shit, and pet the dog at the same time through the ground. I remember living in a trailer, like, we had the skirting around it, because we were fancy. The
vinyl skirting.
Yeah, so, like, if a dog or cat had kittens or puppies, that's where they would have them. So like, up under the trailer, because it was, like, the secure place to have them. And I remember climbing under there. And you remember that scene of that woman under the house in The Visit?
Yes. Oh, no.
That's always pretty much what I thought was going to happen to me under there. Because even in daytime, because of the skirting, it was pitch black dark under that trailer. And all you could see is like the axles and stuff or whatever. You'd be under there with a flashlight just... and you'd have to crawl. Then you'd have to make multiple trips to get each puppy at a time. Or each kitten at a time. Or like if the baseball rolled under there or something. Everybody's like, not it! And you had to be the one to climb under there. And you'd be belly crawling, like army crawling.
That baseball.
What about the puppies and kittens?
I left them too. They got under there, they'll get out.
I mean, they eventually would have, I suppose. I remember I told
The only
Jackson,
reason we went on, well, our house, like there was a front porch, but our house, that's where we had some kittens born, and the meowing would just drive you crazy.
And with
it wasn't
puppies,
even
it's just like a.
Oh yeah, puppies I probably would have. Cats, I do not like cats.
No, nobody likes cats. Even cat people don't like cats.
Please.
Who else wants a pet that you never see?
You know,
It's
they say
Pete Holmes has got a joke, and he's like, "You ever seen a cat person?" He's like, "They never see their cats." He's like, "They're just walking around one day, and they see it walk by, and they pick it up. Like, I knew we had a cat. I wasn't crazy."
No, they say that cat people, that there's something in your psyche that it has gone awry. Because
Awry, yeah.
because so people want, like, it's a internal thing that we want to be loved, but these particular cat people, if you see, they probably have a cycle of toxic relationships where they're trying to find love somewhere. They usually have a deep down trauma. Quit laughing.
It's funny.
It's psychology.
But psychology's funny a lot of the
I
times.
know. But anyway, cat people, something's really a red flag with you if you're just a cat person. Like, you can be a cat and a dog person, like that's okay. But if you're strictly cats, you are literally trying to fight and hunt down affection from something that's never going to love you back.
Yeah, because the
Cat don't give a crap about you.
I love the cat people that are like, no, my cat, oh God, they just love me so. I'm like, you can't even get that cat
They
to
will
come to
eat you if you die within 24 hours.
Those are the people that are seriously they'll sit there and they'll be like, come here, Preston. And yeah, they're trying to show you that the cat's like, oh, he's just like a dog. He comes to me and everything. Preston. And the cat's just going,
look at this idiot.
It never comes. And they're like, it's just because you're here.
Yeah,
and no,
whatever.
it's because it's a fucking cat.
If you die in your house and that's it, your cat's going to eat you within 24 hours. A dog will literally eat everything and anything before, and it may not even touch you. But your dog, it'd have to go a long time without
dogs
food.
are loyal.
Yes.
Cats like
Speaking of dogs.
Free meal. Yeah, we know. Allie's gone. We all hate it. It's terrible.
But
we got a new one coming.
January 17th.
Completely new name. Not Allie anymore. It's Callie.
Yeah.
Callie. So
she's a
not
Shih
to
Tzu
be
puppy.
confused.
And she's coming from Missouri.
Mizzou. She's coming from Missouri. And I mean, they're going to drive her right down here to us.
Yep.
I couldn't let Courtney go without, so I found this little dog and
It wasn't even really me. I mean, yeah, I knew we were going to get another dog, but A, I didn't think it was going to be another Shih Tzu, to be honest. But B, Bo was moping around, and I was like, I don't want him to be an only dog. He's never been an only.
He's not like.
I mean,
don't
he's
see
eating.
him
He's
actually
not
grieving, but he walks around like looking for her.
Yeah. Like where her little dog bed was in our little room. He was.
And
like,
he's
where
been
is
laying
it?
on that dog bed.
Yeah.
Way more than he used to. Mm-hmm. So,
And
I wonder what Freud would say about like a cat person.
probably that.
No, he would probably say something like, "It probably means you want to fuck your mom in a cat out costume."
What?
Everything that he said was sexual back to your mom.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times, a lot of traumas are back to our
Traumas are back to childhoods for sure.
childhood.
But it doesn't necessarily mean you want to fuck your mom.
Well, no.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the whole Freudian thing, is everything's
Sexual
and parent.
Yeah. Speaking of sexual, not parents, when Allie from Alabama was over the other day, we missed a fine viral opportunity.
Oh my God, yeah. She's talking about My Strange Addiction.
My Strange Addiction.
About this guy fucking his car muffler.
Yeah, he was hunching the
Courtney
hood.
got hunching. I love that word so much. That's my grandpa.
I don't like the word humping.
Like, I remember one time
Hunching.
we had a dog that was in heat, and they used to put it in a cage that was lifted up off the ground. That way, because if you put if you don't know, if you put a dog in a chain link fence with that's in heat, the male dogs will still breed her through that chain link fence.
Yeah.
So they used to put them in a pen up off the ground, like on stilts, like on 4 legs, like on 4 posts. And the male terriers would get under it and would just be humping the air. Just they'd put their hands. It's like their
hands.
Their paws. It's like their brain kept telling them, like, this is what your body's supposed to do when you smell this. And they'd put their hands up on the stilts and they'd just look like a bunch of little mini dog strippers just. they're just humping the air. And like my grandpa says hunching. He's look at them hunching. I can smell that guy. Look, she in heat, Justin. They hunching. Dude, we used to look outside when we had a dog in heat. You'd look outside if you had a dog in heat, and outside there'd just be like 5 stray dogs in your yard. Just, you gonna let her out here? We waiting. And then they would all fight, of course. You know,
God,
the alphas. Who's gonna get the breeder?
my dogs get fixed.
I remember the first.
ASAP.
Do you remember the first time? You might not have even done it, but like I remember the first time I saw 2 dogs stuck together. I was like, "What is going on?"
No, the first time I ever saw 2 dogs stuck together, it was 2 males.
Oh, that's even funnier.
And it was at the dog park.
Because it's got to be crazy. Like, he did his business, and then he's like, I'm going to try to leave. And she's like, no, you ain't. You're not going anywhere.
No.
Now they're turned around, like butt to butt, trying to pull.
I've seen 2 people stuck together by piercings.
Oh, you remember that movie with, what's her name? Cameron Diaz and what's the girl from 90210? Ain't she from 90210? Selma Blair?
Christina Applegate?
Right. What's that movie?
Oh God.
She's giving the guy a blowjob and his piercing gets stuck under your uvula.
You're as the other day.
And they make her sing. She's like, oh,
I forgot about that.
So that'll relax it.
Next time you
see 2 dogs stuck together, just start singing to them. I don't want to close my eyes.
Oh, I told Justin the other day, I said, if you don't shut up, I'm going to rip your vulva out. And
Vulva.
I said, never
This is
mind.
a medical professional.
I said, never mind your uvula.
That's like my dad one time. He was trying to tell Corey something, and I can't remember what he was trying to say. But he was telling somebody, and they were up at the store or something, and he was like, I tell you, my damn uterus been killing me.
Uterus?
And Corey was like, Waylon, your uterus? No. He's like, well, whatever the fuck it's called. I can't remember what it was, but he said uterus, and she's like, well, you don't have a uterus. He's like, whatever the hell it's called. Shit. It's killing me. That's like when Joe come home, my grandma, she used to have sciatica, and like her sciatic nerve would be bothering her real bad. And Joe went to church one day without her, and the preacher was like, how's Miss Jackie doing? She's at home suffering with that psychotic nerve. Psychotic nerve.
It will make you psychotic.
Ooh, I've had it before. It's terrible.
Oh my god!
Tell you what I had to do. I had
neuropathy.
I had to lay down on the floor and do some kind of fucking stretches that like make you feel like a woman, like you're spreading your butt cheeks.
How do you know?
I don't know.
You could never know. You would not even be able to survive being a woman for a day. Not one day. Because it just hurts.
It just hurts.
Yes. Once a month, you feel like you've got.
You couldn't survive being a man for the day. As soon as you got in here, you're like, oh, the power. I can't handle it.
The power?
The power. The grit.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
I feel the testosterone coursing through my veins. I'm a goddamn alpha male.
I'd know what it felt like to be just really dumb.
I'm an alpha male now.
I'd be like, wow,
I must conquer.
I don't have a thought in my head.
It's just pussy.
I don't know what I would do.
And how to get more of it.
I don't know what I would do if I had something slinging in between my legs.
Slinging. Well, I mean, if it's the size of mine, then it's hitting your kneecaps.
Oh my God. If it was that big, I'd be running from you, buddy.
Oh, I have no idea how long we've...
I'd probably just sit there and just
That's what every woman. You've seen that video where it's a baby elephant, and it's like if it's a woman, and she's like, if I was a man for the day, what I'd be doing? And he's just slinging his trunk, slinging his truck around everywhere. It's crazy. Like that's what women think that they would do, and every man's like, I'd look at myself naked and see what like everything felt like. Like that's what they do.
And most women are like, I'm putting clothes on. This is disgusting. When we see ourselves, because we just find the worst. And that's just the opposite of what we actually would do. I
saw a girl, it was this comedian, she was telling a joke the other day. She's like, women are beautiful, like their bodies are beautiful. She's like, and they'll all get real shy. She's like, a man looks like a Sasquatch, and he's like, this is it.
This is a fine
this is
male.
What I got. This is
a damn alpha male.
This is a specimen of a goddamn alpha male. I still want to do that skit where everything you do. What do you mean, do I want cornbread? I'm a goddamn alpha male. I want steak and nothing else.
And potatoes.
Maybe a potato. What do you mean, do I want pound cake? I'm a damn alpha male.
I hate guys like that.
Yeah. Starbucks.
Also,
dude, that's like that video I put up the other day about how when men order at Starbucks, they have to sound like a valley girl, the mocha choca latte ya ya. And dude, there's so many men that commented on it. They're just like, you don't fucking drink Starbucks. You're a fucking man. I'm like, well, I don't. People like these are real
coffee.
Easy. Just don't give them your money and drink black coffee like you're supposed to.
You just take coffee grounds, put them in with a little bit.
This
of water.
one dude wrote a novel this long. Fuck that place. Don't be a fucking pussy bitch. I'm like,
communist.
What is wrong with you, sir?
It's coffee.
It's just coffee, and it's also just a joke.
Yeah.
I bet he's a blast.
You do love Starbs way more than I do, though.
I love Starbs, but I don't order
a mocha chocolate.
Mocha chocolate.
No,
I want a cold brew.
He wants a cold brew.
Vanilla sweet cream cold brew.
Right.
Add extra sweet cold
foam with 2 stevias.
2 stevias. Trying to lay off the shugs.
Yeah.
Lay off the shugs.
His is
somebody
not
when I do my gay voice on the medical terms video, this girl commented yesterday and it made me laugh, and it was like she's got a what did it say? She said she's got a really masculine and gay best friend all in the same person.
Yes.
All wrapped up into one.
Yep. I do. It is the truth. He can do a gay voice way better than some gay men.
But you know why? Because even the gay people, that voice is not real.
Yeah.
It's not real. You're a man. That is not how you talk. You have to make your voice talk like this. This is not how you talk. If you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and you stub your toe, you're like, oh, shit. I mean, ow, bitch. Ouch. Yeah. Ah. Yeah, if you're barely awake, you're like, God damn it. I mean, ow. That's not your real voice. I don't know why this bothers people so much. This is how I talk. Like, it bothers me because that's not real. If I started tomorrow speaking in a British accent, everybody that knows me is going to be like, shut the fuck up. Either way, it's not my real voice, just like it's not yours.
Ouchie.
Yeah. Ah, damn. I mean, ouch.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Good for your gut.
And I get it. Like, that's why women love gay people, because everything is funnier in that tone.
Yes.
So, like, they can say the same joke that I could say in my regular voice, and it will not be as funny. So that's why I turn it up a little bit sometimes for a little jokey joke.
A little jokey joke.
Ouch. Stubbed the shit out of my toe.
Oh,
but
my
when they
God.
get sick and shit, they're just... That was terrible. Dude, shut the fuck up.
We're gonna get some hate now.
Who cares? I don't care. I'm not homophobic, but that doesn't make that voice real just because I said that.
I'm not scared of gay people at all. So
No, but I'm just saying.
I'm not homophobic.
What? That's not a real voice. Is all I'm saying.
I'm just still making.
It's just
fun
like
of
that. It's the same with the other thing. Whenever you run into a girl and she's like dyked up or whatever, and you're just like, "Oh, how's your day going?" It's going fine. How's yours? That's not your voice. That is not your voice.
Going photo.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Got them
Do you
hard
know-
day at work today.
Have you seen? I know you probably have. I have to pull it up if you haven't. The girl who's like sitting there, she's mouthing words to like a Morgan Wallen song, and she's like super butchy, and she's trying to get up to her lifted truck.
Oh,
But
the cringe song? The cringe girl.
Yes, but the
She's got a
comments
bunch
are like,
of
I
them.
can't tell if she's LGBT or homophobic. Like it's like she looks like she could fit the part of either.
I know. That girl drives me insane. And I think at this point she's making them because they've become popular for being
We might
so
be
cringy.
talking about two different. I think I know.
You're talking about the blonde-headed girl.
No,
Oh.
this particular, I have to show it to you. But the comments, it's this girl. She's getting up into her big lifted truck or whatever, but she's real.
Zip in.
But they're like, I can't tell if she's pro LGBT or against us, like because she has that type of look. It is
So it's like a super redneck
Yes.
type. Yeah, so it's like, is she
But
very
when somebody
very
said that, I
right
said,
wing
"Wow."
lesbian?
I said, "Wow, oh my gosh!" Like I've never thought of it that way, but 100%.
We have them down here.
Yeah.
Like right wing lesbians, and I'm like,
They're not mutual.
I don't
Is it mutually
understand-
exclusive?
huh?
That's not mutually exclusive.
No, it's not. But it doesn't make any sense. It's like you're battling yourself
How?
to be a super right wing lesbian.
To be a right wing doesn't mean that you hate gay people.
No. I don't think so. I disagree. But I'm just saying, like, generally, they're not pro-gay marriage. So if, like, you're a married lesbian couple and
I
you're
think
also...
nowadays it's shaped into like
Nobody
you do
cares.
you.
No, exactly. Thank you.
you
Nobody
do you.
gives a
Yeah,
shit.
you do you. Just don't make me want to do that or
I
try
don't
to
even
convince
care.
me.
Just
yeah.
I don't want to talk about it on either side.
Yeah.
People say, "Oh no, he's homophobic." No, I don't want to be talking about either side.
Yeah.
None of it. But I love it whenever the fake voices thing tickles the shit out of me. There was this girl when I used to work at I worked at a gas station when I was 16, and she used to come in there, and she was like a construction worker, and she had the mullet haircut that, like, if you're a lesbian down here and you're like butchy, you have to have the mullet
100%.
the mullet haircut.
Yep.
Like the Kenny Rogers is what she had. She had the Kenny Rogers. And she comes in there and she's got her Timberlands on and fucking steel toes, and she's got a fucking tape measure on the side of her belt. Little bitty lady, blonde-headed lady, just real cutesy. And I was like, yeah, what do you need? She's like, can of skull, winter green. I was like, God, that's got to hurt your throat. Try to do that all day. I bet you when she gets home by herself, she's just like, I need me a nice bubble bath. But as soon as somebody calls her, she's like, hello, this is Todd. Like whatever the fuck her name was. But like, oh, you need that house? Yeah,
This
I'll come
is
lay.
Tammy.
I'll come lay brick tomorrow. I'm like, dude, there's no point in that. You can still be this lady. You can still be that lady and use your voice. Just like y'all can still be those guys. You don't have to talk like this. We can still be gay, and we ain't got to do all this.
Which I think I've told you before. This kind of brings this back up. When I worked at a hospital before I was a nurse practitioner, I went on a date with this guy and I turned him down, and he ended up telling the entire ER that the reason we didn't work out is because I was a lesbian. And so when we went to Mullet Toss, there was this girl that we ended up going with, and she was like, "So, are you just straight gay, or do you like men too?" And I was like,
because can we play tonight? Or...
"Excuse me?" I was like, "I'm like neither. Like I am straight,
Yeah,
straight,
But
strictly dickly, straight."
People's insecurities are amazing. I went to school with this guy, and we were at a bonfire one night, and he was always this guy that would like come up to you and be like, "Man, how's this jacket look? Y'all look good." You'd be like, "Yeah, man, you look fine." He's like, "This necklace cool." Like one of those people. You like this new bracelet, and he got his ears pierced. He got his ears pierced, and they were like the hoops. And he's like, "Man, these make me look like Aldine." And I was like, "Sure." So we go to this bonfire. We go to this bonfire, and there's this girl there, and she sees him, and as soon as she sees him, she's like, "Oh my God!" And she's like, "You got your ears pierced? You look like an idiot," or something like that. And he's just looking at her, and he's like, he tells all of us, he's like, "Man, that bitch is fucking gay."
Or
I was like,
You look stupid.
But those people are real. Like, man, this girl don't like me. She's fucking gay. Like in their mind, every fucking woman's like, dude, that
like
pussy,
you are the ideal.
That pussy's mine if I want it. I love pussy, and that pussy's mine if I want it. Oh, if you don't want to give it to me, she's gay, buddy. Those people exist. They exist in the world. There's crazy people everywhere. And I tell you, that's the best thing about social media, other than getting to make everybody laugh and all the funny shit, is you get to see crazy people. They're out in the wild. You can read these comments and be like, that motherfucker's crazy. They're 100% crazy.
Just like the lady that said that you weren't actually sitting next to Uncle Si in that video.
Exactly. She's commenting on the video. She's like, that's not the guy from Duck Dynasty. I was like, that's Si. And she's like, yeah, right. Si's way older than that. And I realized, I was like, do you not? I was like, are you crazy? And she's like, think whatever you want. And I was like, that was me in the video, right? Like, that's me and Si. And she didn't reply. And like people started replying to her. And I was like, this lady's crazy. It's a crazy person. And you'll never be able to convince her that she wasn't 100% right. That's the thing. Don't argue with them. You can in a funny way if you want to if you just want to have a little fun. But at the end of the day, they're crazy. You're not convincing them. They live in a different reality than you do. So
it's really scary.
This dude wrote me yesterday, and it's so crazy. He wrote me and like, you know, if I was best friends with somebody, and they were like my size or something, I might be like, "Come on, dude, you fat piece of shit. Let's go play ball," or something like that. You know, that's how guys talk to each other. Mm-hmm. I get a message from this complete stranger. And it was like, how did a fat fuck like you get that damn wife of yours? And I was like, I wrote him back and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And he wrote back, he's like, man, my bad. That was pretty bad, wasn't it? I was like, in your mind, I think this is what happens. People watch us so much on the internet.
They think you're friends.
I know that guy. I know that guy. It's like somebody will write me and I'll say like, hey, man, thank you. They'll be like, man, you got me through a hard time. I love your stuff or whatever. I tell all my friends about you. I'm like, oh, thank you, man. And dude, as soon as you sent that, they said,
I know him.
We're best friends forever. I'm going to write him a message every day for the next 365 days, even if he don't respond.
And I'm probably going to stand stuff.
I got some messages that I'll go open up and I can just go like this. And it's just a guy that sent, and there's not just one. I've had like probably 10 guys that send me something every single day. And it won't be like a reel or something.
They send them to me too.
It won't be a reel. It'll be a thing. Like, man, what's Dolores doing tomorrow? I'm like,
she's not real.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, Instagram is,
there's one guy that writes me and you both. He sends us reels all the time. Now listen, we have never, and when I say never, I do mean we have never responded to this guy. Never. We appreciate this guy being a fan, whoever the fuck he is, but he's crazy as fuck. He'll write Courtney. Courtney had to restrict him because we're getting like 10 reels a day. So she had to block his messages. And then he still keeps messaging me. And all of a sudden I get this message. Courtney started getting these messages like, Courtney, did I do something to upset you? Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, Courtney, just block the guy. You're going to have to. Mm-hmm. And then I start getting messages. So did I do something to you and Courtney? Y'all used to talk to me all the time. Now you don't. We've never spoke to this guy. The only
interaction that might have ever happened was
like a like. If he sent something, hey, I love your stuff. We like. Yeah, you know what I mean? I do that to people because I am appreciative, and not everybody's crazy. And don't think that you can't write me and tell me that you love my stuff.
We love
getting messages, but don't form some sort of relationship in your head that never existed. And a normal person doesn't do that. A normal person writes and says, we love your stuff. I write them back. Thank you so much.
I am not any type of famous person at all. I have no idea.
That's not that's irrelevant.
But I'm just saying, like, they think that it's something for me to like write back. I get that too. Like, I'll actually respond and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you responded. I'm like, if you knew my daily life, you'd be like, what in the world does this girl have with so many followers?
But it doesn't matter. That still is something. It says something about you that you would go through and read your messages and actually respond to people, which I do too.
The negative ones too.
The amount of them that I get is insane. So I try to, people understand, I try to, as quickly as I can, read and tell people thank you.
Yep.
But I have to move on. I don't have time.
And a lot of the messages, even the ones that which is makes me mad because like the crazy ones will come through right away, but the other ones will be put not in your request but in your hidden, and they're like really heartfelt ones. And so I'll go in there and I'll read those too.
Yeah, and I don't understand.
I don't know their filtering process.
I was about to say the criteria that gets those put in there is insane. It doesn't make any sense. Brittany Smith's calling me. Watch this. Brittany Smith.
All right, I'm ready.
Hey, we're live on a pod right now. You got anything you want to say to everybody? You're on.
Let's see here. Raise hell, praise Dale, brother. That's all I got to say.
Okay, I'll call you back in a few minutes.
All right, bye.
All right. Raise hell, praise Dale. Idiot. I love her to death.
Yeah.
But I don't know the criteria for those, because some of the messages that go into the hidden, most of it's porn, which is fine. That's where I want those. Then every now and then it'll be a guy that I like follow, and it'll still be in hidden requests, and it'll be like, hey, Justin, I just want to see if you'd come do a show and wherever. And I'm like, how did he send this 3 months
Sabotage.
ago? How did he send that 3 months ago and I just now got it?
I don't know. Like that scrub company that reached out to me, they were in the hidden folder. And like that's an opportunity that I would have wanted.
I was about to say, guys, keep in mind what we're saying. Stuff like this happens. Like, you might have sent us a message and be like, oh, man, they just never read. No, dude, sometimes Instagram or Facebook
they do what they
throws
want
it in a hidden folder and
they'll also unfollow you.
I might not see it for months. Yeah, everybody knows that, though. Like, if you ever click on us and you're like, oh, God, I thought I was following them. Instagram and Facebook and TikTok goes through, and I don't know what their criteria on that is, but they will unfollow accounts.
They want you to use their favoriting tool, because all the creators that I would watch every day, I have to go and favorite. That way they show up at the
I don't do
forefront. I do, just because sometimes I get invested in people's stories lines and stuff, and I really want to know what goes on. Or they're doing like a giveaway or something, and I like want to. Yeah, I do. I'm guilty of feeling like I know these people. I'm like, oh, I cannot believe that her boyfriend did this, or I can't believe they broke up. Blah blah blah. Can you believe that? Da, 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 da.
They got you.
Yeah.
See, I don't think that.
I did the same thing with Siesta Key when I was watching that goofy show. I felt like I knew him.
Yeah, but you're not seeing these real people. Just like those people aren't really seeing us.
I don't know.
Even this, where we sit, like, yeah, we've been sitting here for 45 minutes, so they got a decent idea, but we could still just be putting this on for this and then cut the cameras off and be like, I fucking hate you.
We might. We actually do that. We do it.
We got a Q&A. Well, it'll be before this. It'll come out today. So, y'all, if you haven't seen the Q&A, go watch the Q&A. Me and Courtney answered everybody's questions.
The star
that they
of the
sent,
Q&A.
That they sent in our stories. We screenshotted all the questions and we went through them one by one. And it's like 30 minutes long.
I did a little Q&A. I like to do them every couple months or whatever, because I get
saw
so
yesterday.
many. They were really bad at first, like, some of the questions that people.
Yeah.
But I'm actually getting more of a medical following too, or more of a female following. Yeah. But they actually weren't that bad, because somebody that has been following me for a while commented and was like, "This is a very dangerous thing you're doing." Just opening myself up
the questions thing.
Opening myself up to questions.
Well, you don't have to answer.
I don't answer a lot of them. A lot of them. I had one. My very first one was, "What color were my toes for Christmas?"
People are so weird. The feet
thing
is odd.
Yeah,
I hate feet.
We were talking about this last night too. Like, if I post anything and my little piggies are poking out in any which way, that
screenshotted.
Screen. And I'm like, I literally could have a nipple out, and I don't think I'd get that many screenshots as much as my foot.
You'd get one.
You don't need to screenshot.
I don't get the piggies thing. Why is that the number one thing?
I don't know, but now it's like, I used to be like, feet everywhere, and my feet are not cute. I used to wouldn't care, and now I'm like, oh, should I post this? It's got my toe in it. So I'm just like, ugh, like I'm asking for negative attention that way.
Out of the two of us, your feet are beautiful.
Oh gosh, your feet look like something from the caveman time. Something a dinosaur would have. Just, y'all, we got to post a picture of your feet one day. Maybe you'll get screenshots. I think they need to know what we're talking about. I'll sneak one while he's asleep.
Look, this is what my foot looks like. My pinky toe is just piggybacking the rest.
It's a conjoined twin.
No, it's not conjoined.
Me and Jackson,
they're
we
not
can
webbed.
spread our
Yeah,
toes like this.
This is what when I try to spread my feet. This is what my
He's
pinky
like,
toe still
and then
stays.
his feet, and then his toes go like the.
You can see them really giving it. At least they're all workers. That one's just kind of
Me and Jackson will
freeloader.
just like wave at you with our toes.
That pinky's a little bit of a freeloader.
Your feet are just unfortunate.
Hidiosa.
Yeah. Hidiosa is right.
Boy, this podcast went all over the place. These are the ones I like. I love it. I love it when nothing matters. Nothing to do with nothing. Anyways, show them what the guy, My Strange Addiction, started all this.
Oh, God.
Courtney would lay down. She was laying down and she would show me what this guy would do under his car. He'd get on one of those skateboard things that you fix your cars under. She said he'd just go down through there, just
Yeah. He
rubbing
would.
the bottoms.
Just cross his eyes and tremble.
It's like a sneeze, only better.
I've had some really good sneezes. Also, this might be a controversial topic. Can you control the volume of your sneezes?
Fuck no.
No. What?
You can't control the volume of the sneeze. The audible shit that you do is uncalled
That is
for.
part of my sneeze.
Look, Courtney will sneeze. And that's what I told her. I was like, so if you were in Taken and you were under the bed, you'd be under the
my
bed
heart would
just...
stop.
No.
I don't sneeze
You would not.
like that.
You would be like...
I wouldn't have to sneeze.
You don't have to make the, like that's your
If
voice.
I went like this to try to
I'm not
stop
saying
my
you can
sneeze,
control. Yeah, no,
it'd come out my butt.
your eyeballs would come out 10 feet. But I'm just saying, if you sneeze, you can literally just like you sneeze, like not a sound, but you take and add in.
No, I don't. I do not.
Yes.
No, I don't. I
Courtney is
cannot.
like, Chew! I'm like, that was uncalled for.
Now I'll have some where I'm like, "Achoo, achoo." But then the other ones where it's like deep back there, and you're just like, come on.
There was a
nobody
guy I
mess
used to
this
work. There was a
up.
guy I used to work with. This is no shit. I usually exaggerate for comedic effort, but I'm not going to exaggerate this sneeze. We were sitting there working night shift, and we're just we were down, so we're just sitting in the control room in the office and just doing nothing. And I'm sitting there, and it's just me and him and two office chairs at the computers. And I just look over there at him, and he just goes, "Hey!" And I was like, what the fuck, man? He's like, what? I was like, what do you mean, what? I just had sneezed. I was like, yeah, it wasn't a fucking sneeze. I don't know what you just did. Wasn't a sneeze. Called for help. What the fuck that was? If you did that in a hospital, like 5 nurses would run in the room and be like, what? Like, sneezed. No. And then they're all mad. They just threw their lunch in the trash to run to you. You're just in there just...
I really need to dust.
He would. I'm telling you. And then from then on, he just, yes! Yeah, it wasn't a sneeze. You know what that was? You're yelling. Stop. The world is full of stupid people.
I'm not.
Yeah, go ahead. Just had him sneeze real quick. Bad one. Shut the fuck up.
Sneeze like that.
But yours is close.
I don't.
It's bad.
That's not even.
Comment whether or not you can fucking sneeze without yelling. Kidnappers in the house, Courtney. Please, whatever you do, just don't get us caught. Okay, just quiet. Then you just feel a knife come through the mattress just in your back. Then you yell. You start getting stabbed and you do that real quiet.
What's something else that I do that's.
No, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. Scream sneeze. Even the dog's like, what? What? And just have to sneeze. Tickle on my nose. All right, always leave them on a laugh. Let's get the fuck out of here. Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah.
We'll see you again. We're going to have Courtney on more often.
Maybe.
Bye.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Titmas.